Today, a photo was leaked of the Mean Streak RMC construction. The photo shows the first large turn of Mean Streak, which now has been steepened, has RMC cross ties on it, and also has some RMC iBox track already installed. So there will most likely be a lot more photos released of this construction, so I'll try to keep this video short and sweet because there's going to be a lot more of them. Alright, so if you look at the bottom of the picture, you'll notice that there is already some RMC iBox track installed. That is brown track. I don't know why it's brown, we'll find out eventually when Cedar Point starts hinting towards the new ride. But if you look, it goes up, and it looks like they've kept the first turn kind of up in the air. They made it steeper, of course. It looks like it'll be banked towards the left, so it'll be a pop of twisted airtime. And it looks like it's going to go down into a double down type element right there on the right of the tall tower of wooden beams. And it looks like it could either do a double down type twisty thing or some sort of corkscrew barrel roll. But then it's going to kind of dive down all the way back down to the ground and out of the picture. If you take a look on the right, it looks like the majority of the structure for the mid-course brake run has been removed. This means that there will most likely not be a mid-course brake run because there hasn't been one since New Texas Giant. So that could mean that they might only have 2 trains, which means it'll probably be a short ride because, you know, it's RMC. But there's a very good chance that they'll somehow have 3 trains by having a really long brake run because you need to have a couple block sections to have that many trains. Or maybe they will have a mid-course brake run somewhere, we don't know. But hopefully Cedar Point will go for the efficiency and they'll try to get as many trains as possible. And personally, I think a mid-course brake run is a good idea because once the train passes mid-course brake run, another one can go ahead and go down the drop. So I think that would be an excellent idea. Alright, now I want you guys to take a look at these cross ties here going up into Mean Streak's first huge turn. If you look, some of the cross ties are double the length, about halfway up that structure. The picture's cut off at the top, but yeah, it's about half the structure. So anyway, it looks like possibly later in the ride, the track could come back around and go back down right there into another second drop right by the first section of track. And maybe glide over the drop or something, or go under the drop or something like that. Or do a corkscrew over the drop, something fancy like that. But it looks like it could be, it's banked again towards the right and then kind of fall back down. So like a banked airtime hill and then plunge down, a much smaller drop, but still be nice and steep and intense. Now, as these Mean Streak updates continue, I will continue to talk about the lift hill and the name of the coaster. And the reason I'll be doing this is because we may be presented with new information or leaked photos. So, yeah. So let's start out with the first question. Is Cedar Point going to go with a lift hill or a launch? So at the moment, we don't really have any facts about the lift hill. All we know that the structure's there. So basically, they could go launch or lift, but considering what happened to Lightning Rod, I think Cedar Point's going to stick with a lift hill. Until we get any further information, I'm going to stick with that. But you know, it's Cedar Point. They might go with a cable launch or something. It's Cedar Point. We don't know what they're going to do. But right now, I'm going to stick with lift hill. So what elements will they be putting on Mean Streak? I think they will be doing a lot of bank turns, obviously. Obviously, a lot of airtime hills and helixes, hopefully. I'd like to see more helixes on RMCs. Definitely wave turns. And now let's talk about the inversions that it might get. I'm hoping Mean Streak will get at least like a dive loop like this. That's really awesome because they provide lots of hang time. Probably a stall. Obviously some cork rolls or corkscrews or twists. Depends on how which direction it goes in for the name of it. Maybe something new. RMC has made lots of new stuff, so maybe they'll come up with a new type of element or a new type of inversion. We'll see. Now here are some of the names for the ride that I've seen thrown around or stuff I thought could be possible. Basically, what's on the bottom is least likely in my opinion, and what's on the top is the most likely. So least likely I think is Mean Streak. I think that sounds really dumb, childish, not scary at all, and I don't think Cedar Point will go with that. Iron Streak, there's too many rides with the name Iron in it, so I don't think they'll go with that. Twisted Streak, I mean, there's already Twisted Colossus, so Six Flags might get triggered over that. I don't know. I don't think Cedar Point will go with that. I used that name in my first RMC No Limits concept, and people didn't like it. I didn't really like it either. I liked it at the time. But now I think Steel Streak is what they're gonna end up going with. It sounds most realistic, and I think it'll fit the ride the best. So, and also the track's also made out of steel, not iron. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me below what you think the new elements are going to be on Mean Streak. The height, the speed, all the other stats. We're going to discuss that in the next update, which will probably be sometime this weekend. Because I didn't want this video to be too long and boring. And maybe talk about the names in the comments. tell me what I should do in the next one, maybe how I should describe the ride, or discuss thoughts in the next video if you didn't like the way I did this one. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out Project Coaster Gang, and I'll catch you guys next time on Coaster Media.